16 eredivisie games, 16 straight victories. We got to talk about PSV's dominance. We have passed almost half of the season, but PSV yet to put a wrong foot in the league. Scoring 56 goals, they're only 2 victories away from surpassing an eredivisie record, which they themselves set back 36 years ago. Under Guus Hiddink, that same season, they won the league and European Cup, but the current generation is doing wonders too. So how did they become so good this season? What's the secret behind their success? One of the Netherlands' biggest clubs, PSV have won 24 league titles, as well as both the European Cup and UEFA Cup. Established in 1913 for the workers of the local Philips electronics factory, 13 years later, PSV reached the top flight, where they have remained ever since. A first league title arrived in 1929, but further successes were fleeting until the mid-1970s, when manager Kees Rivers led his team to 3 league titles and the UEFA Cup in 4 seasons. Better things were to come in the late 1980s, when under Guus Hiddink they completed a treble by beating Benfica for the European Cup in 1988. Bobby Robson continued the success into the 1990s, while their last golden period came under Philip Cocu's leadership, when they won 3 out of 4 championships between 2015 and 2018. After Philip Cocu's departure, they went through 4 different managers, none sticking around for more than a year. PSV faced some problems, like manager disagreements, and on top of that, they haven't won the league since 2018, until the arrival of Peter Bosz. PSV Eindhoven appointed Peter Bosz as their new head coach in June 2023. Bosz was their first choice candidate and was described as an absolute dream candidate by PSV's director and signed a 3-year deal. But the real question is, who is Peter Bosz? Bosz, a former Dutch international player, had his playing days with RKC Feyenoord and wrapped up his career at Jeff United Ichihara, a J2 League team. After hanging up his boots, he jumped into management, starting as the head coach for amateur teams like Eindhoven de Graafschap and Heracles Almelo. Then he took on a role as the technical director at his old club, Feyenoord, for 3 years. However, he left when he disagreed with the dismissal of head coach Gert-Jan Verbeek. Bosz went on to manage a few smaller clubs until he got appointed to Ajax. His spell there didn't go as planned, struggling in the Champions League and losing the Europa League final in 2017. Following his time at Ajax, Bosz received an offer from the German club Borussia Dortmund. Unfortunately, things didn't go well for him there. Dortmund had a tough run with no wins in the Champions League group stage, and they dropped into the Europa League. Bosz was sacked mid-season. After his departure from Borussia Dortmund, Bosz received an offer from Bayer Leverkusen, and he accepted the appointment. Following his arrival, significantly improving and ultimately securing UEFA Champions League qualification. From there, Bosz took on the role of head coach for the French side Lyon. Unfortunately, his time there was short-lived as he was sacked due to poor performance. Before joining PSV, there were doubts among many, given his past records. However, the PSV board placed their trust in Bosz despite public doubts. Since Bosz arrived, there's been a shake-up at PSV compared to the previous season. Star player and Eredivisie Golden Boot winner Xavi Simons made a return to PSG this summer and was loaned to RB Leipzig. Notably, Cody Gakpo and Noni Madueke left in January, with Liverpool and Chelsea securing their services, and on deadline day, Ibrahim Sangare joined Nottingham Forest. To fill the void left by departing players, PSV has brought in 3 new attackers this summer. This includes USA international Ricardo Pepi, former striker Hirving Lozano, and Noah Lang, who represented the Netherlands at the 2022 World Cup. Notable additions to the squad also feature Southampton's German international Amel Bella Kotchap and Barcelona fullback Sergino Dest. Adding to the mix, former Crystal Palace left-back Patrick van Aanholt, young winger Ismail Saibari, and veteran striker Luc de Jong have all joined, contributing to the revamped squad at the beginning of the season under Bosz's management. This season, PSV has been nothing short of impressive in the eredivisie. They've displayed sheer dominance, currently sitting comfortably at the top of the league, winning all 15 of their matches. PSV claimed the top spot in September and have maintained their momentum ever since. Notable victories include a remarkable 5-2 win over Ajax in October, where Hirving Lozano netted a hat-trick. They continued their impressive run by edging past nearest rivals Feyenoord with a 2-1 victory earlier this month. Adding to their achievements, PSV also secured the Dutch Super Cup in August, sealing the deal with a 1-0 win against Feyenoord. PSV also earned their spot in the Champions League by defeating Rangers in a playoff. The journey in the group stage had its challenges, with 2 points from the opening 3 games marked by a 4-0 loss to Arsenal, their sole defeat this season, and draws against Lens and Sevilla. However, a remarkable turnaround followed with successive wins over both clubs. Notably, they recovered from being 2 goals down to secure a thrilling victory against Sevilla on the road. These victories have now ensured PSV's qualification for the next stage of the Champions League. Peter Bosz is known for his tactical preferences, often opting for a 4-3-3 formation or dynamically switching to it from a 4-2-3-1 setup. His approach emphasizes freedom, dynamism, and positional rotations on the pitch. Bosz has encapsulated his coaching philosophy saying, "I have a philosophy of offensive play, of attractive football because we play for the fans and not for ourselves. But the way we will play obviously depends on the players." This highlights his commitment to an entertaining and fan-centric style of play, while also acknowledging the adaptability of his tactics based on the strengths of the squad. To sum it up, PSV Eindhoven has been soaring high this season, and their success can be attributed to a combination of internal and external factors. Internally, having the right manager with solid backing from the board, along with the acquisition of key players, has played a crucial role in their remarkable performance. Externally, the struggles of their arch-rivals Ajax FC have added to PSV's advantage. Ajax is facing internal conflicts and fan protests, contributing to their challenges this season. PSV's upward trajectory is a result of a well-supported internal structure and external circumstances working in their favor. The hope is that they will secure the league title with a comfortable margin and carry this positive momentum into the next season.